Dear soul, the angels are speaking to your heart because there is a truth you have felt but never fully heard. You care deeply for this person, but there is something they will never openly tell you, something that became even clearer in their heart last night, though you may not have seen it. The angels wrap you in their light now so you can understand what is really happening. This person's energy toward you has shifted. You can sense it in the way they are physically present, but emotionally far away. This distance is not random. It is a choice. It is not because they do not care for you, but because they are lost inside their own world. They are tangled in their own thoughts, memories, and emotions, unable or unwilling to face what is right in front of them. The truth is, they are not fully satisfied, not with you, but with themselves and their life. Old wounds, regrets, and unresolved issues weigh them down. This keeps them from seeing the love, beauty, and connection you offer so openly. They do not reject you because you are unworthy. They struggle to receive your love because they are closed off inside. Their heart is elsewhere, caught in the past, in missed chances, or in things they cannot name. What happened last night, the thing others might sense, but you do not yet know, was not so much an event but a turning point. Something shifted in their heart, a moment where they pulled back a little further. They could have spoken their truth, shared their feelings, or acknowledged the bond between you, but instead they stayed silent, not from malice, but from fear and uncertainty. They may believe that feeling too deeply would cause them to lose control of the fragile balance they think they have. The angels want you to see that their struggle is not about you. It is about their inner battles. You have been their light, their support, their safe place. But instead of stepping into your love, they have turned inward, choosing solitude over connection. This is the truth they will never say aloud, that they cannot give you the kind of love you deserve right now, not because they do not care, but because they are too consumed by their own emotional storms to be fully present with you. You have been holding on, hoping they will see what is in front of them and reach for it before it is too late. But the angels want you to understand. You cannot make someone ready to receive love. You cannot open their heart for them. They must choose to face themselves, see their own worth, and accept the connection you offer. If they do not, that is not a reflection of your value. It is a reflection of their readiness. Everyone else may already see the pattern, that they withdraw, that they avoid emotional closeness, that they choose distance over action. You may have given them chance after chance, hoping they will wake up to your worth. But the angels ask you, how much longer will you wait for someone who may never truly see you? How much longer will you pour love into a heart that stays shut? How much longer will you hope for something they are not ready to give? Love should not feel like a constant waiting game. It should not leave you feeling unseen, unheard, and uncertain. It should be mutual, steady, and freely given. This person, in their own quiet way, may care for you deeply, perhaps more than you realize, but their heart is somewhere else, in confusion, in longing for something undefined, in fears they cannot shake. You deserve more than being someone's quiet hope. You deserve to be chosen, cherished, and loved without hesitation. The angels urge you to stop waiting for them to change simply because you have waited this long. Love is not something you must earn or prove. If they are not ready to meet you where you stand, It is time to turn your focus inward toward your own healing, your own dreams, your own joy. You have spent so much of your energy understanding them, being patient, and holding space for their process. But now, you must hold space for yourself. The truth they will never tell you is that you are their guiding light, their rare and irreplaceable blessing. They admire you more than they admit. They feel drawn to you in a way that both comforts and terrifies them. But admiration is not the same as action. Just because someone sees your worth does not mean they have the courage to embrace it. They may keep you at a distance not from lack of care, but because being close to you forces them to face their own pain, fears, and insecurities. They may watch you shine, even speak of you to others, but pull back when it matters most. Last night may have been a moment when they felt this more strongly, when they realized how much you mean to them. But instead of stepping closer, they retreated. Perhaps they distracted themselves. Perhaps they found comfort elsewhere. Or perhaps they simply hid behind silence again. The angels want you to see that this is not about you doing more, waiting longer, or loving harder. This is about them finding the courage to face themselves. If they are truly part of your divine path, they will come forward with certainty, not hesitation. But if they continue to let fear guide them, their love will remain in the shadows. And love in the shadows will always leave you feeling alone, even when you are not. You are the light, dear soul, and you are not meant to dim yourself for anyone. This person has learned to control their emotions, to keep them locked away. They are not impulsive in love. They will not sweep you away in grand declarations. They love quietly, through small gestures, through steady presence. But quiet love, without the courage to grow, is not enough for a soul like yours. The truth they hide is that they care more than they will ever say. But caring is not the same as showing up. Last night, something may have forced them to think about you in a way they could not ignore. Maybe your name came up in conversation. Maybe they saw someone else notice your light. Maybe they were simply overwhelmed by the feelings they keep buried. In those moments, they may have looked at you differently, felt the weight of what they have been holding back. But just as quickly, they shut it down, reminding themselves of the walls they have built. And so you are left without knowing. The angels ask you, would someone who truly loves you let you go to sleep questioning how they feel? Would they watch you walk through life without stepping fully into yours? Would they stand still while fearing to lose you? True love does not keep you waiting in uncertainty. It does not hide in shadows. You deserve a love that meets you openly, a love that does not make you search for proof in fleeting moments. You deserve to be with someone who sees your worth and is ready to embrace it, not just admire it from afar. Do not let their hesitation make you doubt yourself. Do not let their silence make you think you must earn what should be freely given. The angels remind you, what is truly meant for you will never stay hidden. Truth will rise. Love will reveal itself. And when it is right, you will not have to guess. You will not have to wait. Until then, hold your own heart. Keep your light strong. Choose the love that chooses you back, fully, clearly, and without fear. The angels want you to know that the love you seek, the kind that meets you without hesitation, without fear, without restraint, does exist. Somewhere in the unfolding of your life, there is a person capable of meeting you in that open space where love is not hidden but embraced. Yet, the one currently in your heart is not there yet. They care for you deeply, perhaps more than they can admit even to themselves. But they stand behind walls they have built over a lifetime. These walls are not a sign of indifference. They are born of fear, fear of vulnerability, fear of losing control, fear of stepping into the unknown territory of real intimacy. Last night, whether you realized it or not, this person faced a test. Life, or perhaps divine guidance, offered them a moment to step towards you, to speak truth, to acknowledge the love that quietly pulses between you. And in that moment, they chose resistance. Maybe someone mentioned your name. Maybe they were given a chance to claim you openly. Maybe they stood in an atmosphere filled with celebration, surrounded by people who were brave enough to be seen in love. Whatever the situation, the opportunity was there. But instead of moving closer, they held back. They chose the safety of silence over the risk of vulnerability. The angels want you to understand that this choice was not about you, not about your worth, not about a lack of feeling. Deep inside, they know you are rare. They know your love is a safe place, a steady light, a truth they could anchor themselves to. They can see the life that could be built with you, a love that is nurturing, joyful, and enduring. But knowing it and stepping into it are not the same. They are fighting an internal battle, not against you, but against their own fears. To let you in fully, they would have to dismantle the careful structures they've built to protect themselves. This is the truth the angels ask you to face. You cannot fight someone's battle for them. You cannot love them into readiness. You cannot speak the words they are too afraid to say. All you can do is decide how long you are willing to wait for someone who may never be able to love you in the way you deserve. Love, dear one, is not meant to be a constant struggle. It should not feel like standing at the edge of someone else's fortress, hoping one day they will open the gates. It should not require endless proving, convincing, or waiting in the shadows. The angels see the way you have held space for this person, the way you've hoped they would drop their guard and step fully into what is between you. They see your patience, your devotion, your quiet endurance. But they also ask you, how long will you stay in a battlefield where the other person keeps laying down new lines of defense? How long will you fight for a love that cannot meet you halfway? Last night's choice, whether they realize it or not, was another step in their retreat. They believe they are protecting themselves, yet in doing so, they are keeping out the very thing that could bring healing and peace. They cannot see that their fear is the prison, not the protection. And while they may one day gather the courage to step forward, there is no guarantee they will. You deserve a love that is certain, a love that does not hide in shadows, a love that meets you openly, freely, joyfully. This is the love the angels are guiding you toward, not the love you must coax or wait for, but the one that comes to you ready. It exists. It is real. And while it may not be this person, it is out there for you. The angels urge you to honor your heart, to release the weight of waiting for someone to choose you, to step into the truth you have felt but resisted, that their hesitation is their choice, not your failure. You are not meant to break yourself against the walls of someone else's fear. You are meant to walk in the light of a love that is already open.